Hello, I'm Gregory Jones, and this is my book. The Macroeconomic Laws by Gregory Dale Jones. This is my book, The Edge of Heaven. But anyways, it's this book which is on sale. It's The Macroeconomic Laws, written by Gregory Dale Jones. And you can purchase a copy at Ex Libris, Amazon, or Barnes & Noble. As I was saying, President Obama should conduct some robust airstrikes against Syria and Iraq. That is, ISIS in Syria and Iraq. And it'll take about 10,000 ground troops to act as spotters for the for precision airstrikes. If he doesn't have the spotters, then of course the accuracy is much less, and he can expect a lot more civilian casualties if he conducts robust airstrikes. If he conducts robust airstrikes with the spotters, there will be fewer civilian casualties and greater accuracy. And without, of course, there's less accuracy and more civilian casualties. So it's up to him, or he can conduct his low-level bombing campaign, which isn't really stopping ISIS. It's not really reducing their capabilities very much. It's he defended the dam in Mosul, which was a positive step, but other than that, he hasn't done too much. He defended Erbil. And ISIS controls, a wide swath of Syria and Iraq. Are they dangerous? Well, it could lead to an attack on the homeland. The more terrorists there are out there and the more capability they have, the greater the danger is it for us here in the United States, because they can develop cells, sleeper cells, and or they can mount an attack, using sleeper cells, and like 9/11, or you had the New York Times failed bombing there, and you had the Fort Hood shootings, and so they can conduct these type of attacks. And also it's a great humanitarian problem, because they're killing all the Yazidis and these other groups simply because of difference of religion, and they don't like their religion, so they kill them. They don't convert. And humanitarian problem. But as far as a threat to our homeland, yes, it does add to the overall threat out there to our homeland. And could it lead to attack? Yes, it could. And so he really ought to reduce ISIS's capabilities by conducting robust airstrikes. As far as completely defeating them, conquering that wide swath of area that they control, as far as conquering it goes, I wouldn't go for that, because that would take hundreds of thousands of ground troops. And so that's what he needs to do. And there's a lot of bull flying around there, and but I just gave it to you right there. ISIS is it does increase the threat to our homeland, and it's a humanitarian disaster is what it is. And of course, Pakistan is waiting right there, and so is Yemen. And oh, Mr. Putin, like I said, you're the one who's right. You're simply defending your sphere of influence, is what you're doing. You're a superpower, is what you are, Mr. Putin, by weight of your massive strategic nuclear arsenal, just as the U.S. is a superpower. Well, the failure to recognize that by the U.S. government doesn't make it not so. And of course, you're simply defending your sphere of influence when you defend ethnic Russians in the Ukraine. And when you take the Crimea, you're simply defending your sphere of influence. Same with Chechnya and Uzbekistan and all those. And you gave up Eastern Europe, of course. And I don't think that the U.S. should go marching into Eastern Europe with our military. If we were to put short and medium-range nuclear missiles there in Eastern Europe, Russia would do the same. And actually, that's part of their sphere of influence, Eastern Europe, and they gave it up to us. And we shouldn't go marching in there with weapons. We shouldn't be giving weapons to Ukraine either. Certainly not. Ukraine is the enemy. Our ally is Russia, of course. And the Ukraine is seeking to break away from Russia. Hold on.